two, three. I have audio there. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me work on this audio. Stop scratching. Okay, how's audio now? It seems like we have audio. Okay, how's audio now? It seems like we have audio. Okay. Sorry, y'all. For some reason, this is not working. So, and I just had it. I just had this thing working. But all right, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. All right, y'all. So we have a lot that I want to discuss. I'm gonna give a minute for some of the people that I've invited to see if they're gonna be able to join. I always do stuff so last minute, so it wreaks havoc on a lot of people's schedule, and a lot of people cannot. Let me go to these comments. It makes it to where a lot of people can't join or attend. Um, can't join. I'm sorry. Or attend. I'm trying to turn this down, y'all. I don't want no feedback. I want to make sure I can see the comments. Okay, y'all. So, I'm trying to see. So, y'all, let me first say that I really appreciate everyone that has subscribed to Tea Time Opalaka on YouTube, and we really haven't even posted our first episode yet, and I believe we have 158 subscribers. So to me, that is amazing, and I'm so very thankful to everyone. Um, like I said, I was going to use this live to announce, some brand deals and some endorsements. So I definitely have as in Tea Time Opalaka, which is going to include Kiana and multiple guests, multiple speakers, multiple contributors. That's the thing. So I don't want this to be about me. I don't want the podcast to be about me. I don't want it to be like I'm trying to be in a limelight or anything like that, because honestly, I really don't even care anything about any of these platforms, to be honest with you, for attention or whatever. I use these platforms initially to help grow my business, expand my business, as believe it or not, coping mechanism, a way to vent, say things that I wanted to say, um, and kind of get some stuff out. Um, so in the process of that, and with everything that went on with me and my husband, um, we continued to go viral. Um, and I had a lot of people reaching out to me saying, you need to be making money off of this, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't receptive to any of that at the time, because I'm like, that's not what this is for, that's not what I'm doing this for. But as things has progressed and things has gotten bigger, I've gotten bigger, situations gotten bigger, things has changed, I decided, okay, well, we might as well, it's turning black and white. What's turning black and white? The video or the... Hold on one second. Let me just do this from my phone, because I think it'll probably be better. I think the audio will be better from my phone. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Because I'm being told that the audio quality is not good at all. Give me 1 second. That's why I always have a couple of backup plans. Is this video better? Like I said, it's not really what I would like, but oh well. We'll ride with it. I can actually put this on. Can y'all hear me now? Because they're saying, okay, perfect. I don't like the way this is making me look. Give me 1 second. Y'all, give me 1 second. We're waiting on people to come in anyway. Anyways, so give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me get this stuff together, y'all, because this is just not. This is not giving what it needs to give. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, how's this, y'all? I can kind of see it now, so I can. Is the audio still bad? Audio 1. I just don't know what's going on with this audio. Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right, y'all. It's just so much going on. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys could hear me. We've got good audio. Okay. Anybody that I invited to the show, if y'all want to join in, you can. But let me go back to these comments so I can see. Okay, they shouldn't be an echo, but we can figure it out as it progresses. But anyway, so as I was saying, so initially, I had a lot of different people reach out to me about, producing, being talent agent, brand endorsements, and that just honestly was not the route that I wanted to go at the time. About a year ago, almost 2 years ago, honestly, because me and EJ will be married 3 years. Is it already 3 years? Yeah, me and EJ will be married 3 years in August. So, yeah, I guess about almost 2 years ago, we was approached by a talent agent in Atlanta, we decided to sign on. He and I both signed a contract with the talent agent, and we've been working on several different things. So part of this was a podcast that they've been trying to get me to launch for at least 6 months to a year now. And it just, like I said, it wasn't the route that I really wanted to take. I wasn't in a place mentally to do it. It just was a lot going on, honestly. And I just I didn't think that this was something I would be able to handle, if that makes any sense. I mean, I know that, people kind of feel like, maybe a lot of the things that I do for attention or views or whatever. And I do, but I don't. Like, social media as a whole has turned into living for other people. Trying to impress other people or live a life that maybe you want people to think that you're living. And it's not necessarily materialistic things. It's a perfect marriage, perfect parenthood, perfect business, perfect whatever. Let me tell y'all something. There's nothing in life perfect. Honestly, there is nothing perfect that goes on with anything or with anybody but one person that's ever walked this earth, and that's Jesus Christ. Okay? So I think we're all in a mode that we want to be perfect, or that we want to live up to an image, or we want people to think that, things are this way or that way, when in all reality, we are all a mess. Every last one of us, myself included. My life, for the most part, I have lived a very transparent life on social media for a multitude of reasons. But for the main reason is Dustin has been through some things. I've been through a lot of things that I've not mentioned on social media, and a lot of my close friends don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, live your truth, live who you are, live in what you are, be yourself, be you, and everything else will come natural. If you're not trying to keep up with the Joneses, or if you're not telling lies about what's going on in your life or your accomplishments or whatever, you don't have to worry about keeping up with that lie. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to remember what you told such and such and then this person over here. And God forbid you've done told person A and person B two totally different stories, and now person A and person B are in the same room with you, and you've told conflicting stories, and now it's just like, oh my God, what do I do? So I guess that's why I have always lived the way that I've lived on social media the past couple of years, because especially with the situation that happened going on 2 years ago
with the closing of my spa and the big falling out and the big social media fallout that came behind the young lady and I's big social media back and forth that ended up becoming a criminal case that's now becoming a civil case. It's just a lot. And you know, the thing about it is people don't understand what people go through mentally behind all of that. It's just like Kiana and I was speaking about this today, and I wish she was able to come on the live, but I know she's probably at her other job. But you have to be careful the things you say and do to people, because you don't know what that's going to do to them. You don't know that, and myself included, I was guilty of it when I did what I did to EJ. And then, you know, I've had a series of issues that I've had with people, and you know, social media fallouts and back and forth on social media with people. And I know that I've bullied. I know that I've created situations to where when people laid down at night, they thought about things that I had said about them, or things I revealed about them, or whatever. And I know that I created a lot of mental health issues for people. I know that I was part of the problem at some point. And that was another reasoning behind me backing up from social media a whole lot, as far as like going live and doing my rants. But there is so much that I really need to get off my chest. And I said, you know what? Instead of going live about every little situation that I normally would, I'm going to save all of it up. I'm going to save all of it up, and I'm going to make a podcast about it. I.e. Tea Time Opelika. So I just want you guys to know and understand that there is a lot coming down the pipeline. There's a lot of things that's going to be discussed. There's going to be a lot of situations that's going to be exposed. Situations here in Opelika, situations with my family, situations with my friends, situations with ex-employees. Like, y'all, there is so much that I've got to dissect, that I'm going to dissect, that I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to get that check while I'm doing it, okay? And I'm going to make sure like I always say, dot my I's and cross my T's. So that's the issue that I'm working on now. I have a lot of things coming down the pipeline as far as monetizing this channel and monetizing content that I can create and that I'm going to put out there for you guys. And there's just there's a lot coming down the pipeline. And I just want you guys to be prepared for it. And I'm going to be prepared for it. So that's the last few little I's I'm dotting and T's I'm crossing now. I had a meeting with my lawyer this morning to finalize, you know, some things to make sure that this channel is going to be legal. To make sure that if someone feels a way about what I talk about on this channel or reveal on this channel and they decide to sue, that there's going to be insurance and attorneys in place for that. And you're not going to be suing me, you're going to be suing my channel. So, yeah, that's what we're working on now, finalizing that. Yeah. There's a lot to be discussed, and there's a lot of feelings that's going to be hurt in the business world of Opelika, Auburn, because I can't wait. I can't wait to tell my side of the story. The situation that happened almost 2 years ago with the young lady that's now copycatting my business, that she got shut down. There's going to be a whole segment, probably a whole episode on that. And I'm not going to reveal my hand. My friends already told me, don't reveal your hand. Let them see. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I made a post the other day or this morning on Facebook, and I was just like, I plant seeds of information. Sometimes sunflower seeds, sometimes kudzu. But I plant seeds, and I plant it with people that I know is messy, and people that I know is going to run back and tell things, or, you know, stretch things out, embellish things. Let me tell you something. If it didn't come from my mouth, personally, don't take it. Don't listen to what people say about Dustin. Unless Dustin tells you himself. Don't always listen to what people say. Because I have literally done many experiments with starting some shit. Like I'll plant a seed, like I said, I'll plant a story or tell someone something just to see how it comes back to me, because I know it's eventually going to come back to me, especially some of the stories I tell to certain people. So I know it's going to come back to me, so I be wanting to see and hear how it's going to come back to me. So it's like a social experiment that I do, because Raya, baby, embellish. It'd be whole fabrications for me. Like, there's so many rumors out about me that it surprises me when I'm being told about it. Like, or when it's revealed to me, and I'm just like, huh? They said, what about Dustin? Or Dustin's doing what? I just be so confused. I really do. Like, I really be confused by it. Like, because it's just so much. But, let me call my friend. Because where is my co-host? I'm going to put her on speaker, y'all. Oh, yeah, she got to do not disturb, y'all. Because let me see if she's coming to this. Because I need my co-host on here. But y'all, it's so much, like, it's so much fraudulent stuff, like fraudulent people, fraudulent things going on. Like I said, when dealing with Dustin, Eric, Farley, Nims are coming for me in any kind of way, please make sure, please, and I'm begging you, please make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's when it comes to me. Please do. Please do. Because when I get done, when I tell my side of the story, or when I decide to speak, or when I hit that live button, your feelings is going to be hurt. And they're going to be hurt real bad. So please, I'm begging you, anybody watching this, or anybody screen recording it, to send to any of my frenemies, enemies, ops, whatever, please, I'm begging you, be careful when it comes to me. Because I don't play fair. And I have been quiet for a long time now. I've been quiet about a lot of situations for a long time now. And with that being said, y'all be mindful. Y'all be mindful about what's being said about other people to other people. And it's like, when it comes to Opelika tea, like, it be coming to me. Like, so many people, like, I was in the air all day Monday. I was flying all day, because the flight from Seattle to... Thank you. My grandma a Gemini rise, so I already know, baby. Y'all Geminis or something else. But let me not get off track. I don't think that people realize, like, the quiet people is the ones you really need to be scared of. The ones that don't say anything, them's probably the ones you need to be afraid of, baby dolls. Because usually they have a lot to say eventually. Me, myself, I'm very guilty about letting things build up. situations that I probably should address, like then when they happen, I'll just kind of like shrug it off, especially if you're my friend or an associate. I'll just shrug it off and be like, okay, it ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But internally, it's bothering me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't say anything about it. And it just builds up and it builds up and it builds up. And when I finally do say something, I explode. So, you know, that's something that I've definitely been working with and working on with myself. And then another thing is like boundaries with my employees. Those are definitely issues that I have and that I'm working on. I love hard. And I get emotionally involved with anybody and anything that's connected to me. Employee, friend, associate, my neighbor, the lady at the supermarket, the lady, you know, I get emotionally involved. Like, that's just me. I don't know. It's my whole life. I'm not going to say that I'm an empath, but I'm an empathizer, I guess you could say. Like, empathy, I have a whole lot of empathy. And I can feel people's energy and feel their pain, I guess you could say. And I always try to kind of like help people. And I've got to learn that sometimes, number one, people don't want to be helped. And number two, like, my biggest issue is when I do help people or I lend assistance or whatever, the lack of gratitude or appreciation really bothers me. So that's why another thing that I've kind of stepped back from, and that's, you know, helping people, because I feel like that when I help people, number one, it's not reciprocated. Number two, it's not appreciated. Number three, they expect it. After you continue to help someone, they expect the continued support or the continued help, and that to me in itself is insane. Correct, Raya. You know, but to answer your comment, and I know I'm live on a lot of platforms, so a lot of people are not seeing these comments. So Raya, which is the girl that did, or the lady, I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you a girl. The woman that did the Girls on the Scene tour that we went on in New York City, she just commented and said, that's T. Going through that right now. I was just telling myself, when I need somebody, where are they at? Let me tell y'all something. That's the biggest thing for me. You know, I suffer in silence a lot. I go through a lot of things in silence that a lot of people don't know about. And that's okay. It's really okay. And I've learned to make that okay. But also, Raya, I think we have to let our guard down a little bit and allow people to come into our lives to lend that support, if I'm making sense. Because with me, I don't allow many people into my inner feelings or my inner sanctuary about my feelings. Does that make sense? Like, I tell a lot of my business. I do. I tell a lot of my business to a lot of people that should not know my business. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like my real deal heart, my feelings, my emotions, what I'm going through. I don't share those. I'm very heavily guarded on my feelings and emotions. So, I think that we have to be able to open ourselves up to allow people to be there for us. Am I making sense? definitely talk to God, but the thing about it is, so God, in whatever religion any of you guys believe in, practice, God is always your number one go-to. I wholeheartedly believe that. But you also have to have a peer that you can talk to. And if not a peer, a counselor, a therapist. I had to get a therapist, you know, because I really do have a hard time digesting things and speaking things and talking about things and making my feelings known, like I'm saying. So, you know, I think we have to be open to that. We have to be able to open ourselves up to that. I don't think any of my other yes, I totally understand and get that, girl. I really do. Where is my girl at? Where is my co-host? I didn't notify anybody that I was going live, so that's really my my fault that I don't have nobody on here, y'all. So I guess we're still not going to be able to talk about New York because number one, I don't have my co-host, and number two, I don't have just like mute. Nicole, you know, I agree, but I disagree. I don't feel like that relationships, friendships, or marriages have to be equally yoked. That's a very debatable statement and concept and reality in real, and I'm going to do an episode of that on my podcast. So if you'll get in my inbox, I'm going to try to remember your name. I'm horrible with names. I'm horrible with remembering things. So if you could get in my inbox, that would be, I don't know if y'all can see Precious, but baby, y'all, she is laid out. I definitely want to speak on that. I definitely want to do a podcast on that. Maybe not a whole 45-minute podcast because that's what they are going to be, but definitely a segment where maybe when we do our relationship podcast, maybe we'll do a segment on being equally yoked and what the meaning of that is and what the concept of that is. I agree that relationships, friendships, marriages work out better if all parties are equally yoked. I agree with that statement. But I also agree that relationships, friendships, and marriages can work and be equally successful or fruitful without being equally yoked. I feel like that it takes people being in relationships or friendships that understand each other's place. And I mean that as in, like, if you're down here and I'm up here and we're friends, my goal is going to be to get you up here with me. And your goal can't be to, or your mindset can't be to hate on me or be upset at me because I'm up here and you're down here. And then maybe once you do get up here with me, or maybe if you do rise above me, then you look down on me, or you forget that I helped you get there, or that I was with you when you was down here, or vice versa. So yeah, it's definitely that's definitely a topic and conversation that we need to have. And it would be a good one for our podcast. Right, and see, that's what I was just saying. So Raya just said about Nicole's. So Nicole's comment for the other people on the other platforms that can't see was she was saying, establish genuine relationships and friendships. They have to be equally yoked, just like marriage. And then that's, when I just did my spiel. And then Raya commented and said, I feel my closest friends have been opposite of me, honestly, but I feel both parties have to put in effort to. I forgot I can pin these. Let me see. Let me see if it'll let me put it. There we go. So I forgot I can do that. I'm still learning this platform. This platform is amazing. So for the other ones that are on the other platforms and are not seeing this Facebook, so I wanted to respond to this. So I'm the same way. I feel like that I relate to a lot of people that are the complete opposite of me. Because I've not always been at the top. I've not always been, and I'm not going to say I'm at the top because I'm definitely not. I feel like I'm reaching the top, and I feel like that I've come a long way. Because if anybody knew the 2007 me, the 2009 me, the 2012 me, the 2015 me, the 2018 me, the 2020 me, the 2022 me, and now the 2024 me, all those me's have grown, elevated, had higher tax returns every single year of those different, so yeah, you just gotta, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But one thing that I have encountered and experienced with my rise and my climb to the top is I have noticed that some of the people that were down here with me when I was down here or even beneath them, now that I'm kind of, and they're maybe down here or they're kind of rising too, but now that I might be a little bit above them, now they feel away. Now they feel slighted, or they feel like that, I don't know. And I've been told that sometimes I come off as bragging, or sometimes I come off as being boastful. But let me clear the air on that and be really clear, crystal clear when it comes to things like that. I'm not. Well, Benita just joined, and I'm gonna bring her. Benita, I'm gonna bring you on stage in just one moment, love. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna have to put my headphones on when I bring you on. But the thing about it is, we have to be mindful how people are taking us, not what we mean. In terms of the outcome of the elevation, you're right, Nicole. Nicole, I want to bring you on my podcast. I do. I want to bring you, Nicole. I really want to bring you. Let me put her thing up here. How are you doing, Benita?
Hey.
So, as Benita was on the live a while back, after her interview, but Benita is definitely, she's definitely got a segment dedicated to her that's going to be on our first episode. We have not got an air date yet. We still not have got that episode completely finished and edited yet. But our very first episode of Tea Time Opalaka is going to be featuring mental health and issues that people deal with in mental health. And Benita has a segment on our first episode. So I've invited her to be on the lives. She was on one of the prior lives, and she's on this live. So I guess, Benita, I guess kind of talk to the people a little bit and kind of tell them what you're going to be bringing to our first episode, and kind of give them, I guess, a preview of some of your content.
Content. um, I mean, I don't know. You make me shy, but I really it's just basically dealing with mental health after like stuff like PTSD, um, trauma triggers. Because I've actually been doing some of my own research because I am in a mental health slash trauma childhood trauma support group right now. So I've been getting a lot of insight in from them. But basically, like, you know, I want to make it so where that it's for people who are dealing with childhood trauma, domestic violence, sexual abuse, who deal with their own kind of own their own PTSD and stuff like that. Like how to begin to take the steps to become quote unquote normal again. Because for a long time I have not been normal. You know what I mean? And it has affected me in relationships, friendships, even as being a mother. Um, it it even took me into addiction at one point in time, and stuff like that. So it just basically really wanted to become a voice for the ladies or even the men out there who have dealt with stuff, but they don't know where to start to talk about it or how to vent or where to go to get the proper help or just not even knowing what proper steps to take to begin. Because what people don't realize is, yeah, we get older and we get grown and we learn a defense mechanism as far as blocking the trauma out. Blocking the trauma out does not get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? It could be 10, 12, 20 years from when the stuff actually happened to you, and it can end up and it still hit you. I still have days, even though I am now in the support group, I still have days now where I get into my mode and stuff like that. But I'm trying not to let myself get back to where I was because I had gotten into a very dark place. Um, and that's just basically it. And if ever a time that you do need me or need me to come sit on and talk about it more, because I'm pretty sure it'll be more people opening up. And you know I mean, I'm here for you to help out.
Well, I mean, like I said when I interviewed you, and I really can't wait for the people to see our episode that we did, um, that we filmed a couple of weeks ago. You know, I'm glad that you was able to. I'm glad that I was able to bring you on my show, or interview you, and you get some of those things out, because I know for a fact they were things that you said on camera to me when we filmed that you've not said out loud.
Right.
And that's my biggest thing. Like, I want this. Listen, I want the Facebook check. I want the YouTube check. I want all of that stuff that's going to come with this podcast. Okay, I do. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't want the check and the money that's going to come behind it. But let me tell y'all, my biggest focus and my biggest goal on this podcast that I'm coming out with is I want to give people a platform and 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 and, and an outlet to tell, number one, their side of the story, or their situation, their whatever it is they want to tell. If we're doing something on being messy, if we're airing some shit out, if we talking about their baby daddy being gay, whatever it is we're talking about, my podcast is going to be open for people to come in and get it out. Say what you need to say, because guess what? Can't nobody tell your story but you. You shouldn't allow no, this isn't to you, Benita. This is to everybody watching. You
Right.
should never allow anybody else to tell your story. I hear and I see so much on Facebook. Oh, that, yeah. Everybody runs to Facebook. You shouldn't run to Facebook. You shouldn't say this. You shouldn't say that. Guess what? And Facebook, YouTube may block me for saying this, but fuck that.
And you know
Tell
what?
your
Not to try to even interrupt you or nothing like that, but I need to chime in because you said something then. Because even after I had made my live and stuff like that, I had a lot of people getting in my inbox. You know what I'm saying? Saying how you turn it off. Talking about how it helped them because they have going through life. But then I had a couple of people saying, "Well, I understand you had to get it out your chest, but on live though, I did that for me." To hell
and
with
that's
y'all think.
and that's what I did with EJ. Like a lot of people felt like that I did that shit to hurt him or whatever. But believe it or not, when I would go live and I would tell my side of the story or whatever, yeah, it accomplished the goal of upsetting him, but it helped me begin my healing from that. So
Right.
I don't give a damn what anybody says about Dustin or how Dustin decides he wants to express his feelings or not express his feelings or whatever. Care nothing about it. Because Dustin is going to express himself the way that Dustin wants to express himself. When Dustin was in the closet in high school and I came out of that closet and I came out to my friends and family, I said never again will anybody put me in a box and tell me how I should live, how I'm supposed to live, what I should say, what I shouldn't say. Damn all of that. I'm going to say what I want to say and care nothing about it.
Right.
But yeah, so ultimately, that's what Tea Time Opalaka is going to be for and be about. Is we're going to be an outlet and a platform for people to be able to come on here, speak their mind, say what they need to say, get stuff off their chest. And if we're messy in the process of it, then we're going to be messy in the process of it. That's why it's tea time.
I'm hiding.
Because as my co-host said, and I wish she was on here, what's tea so we can clock it.
I'm Miss, but yes, Miss Nicole. Trauma it never ever leaves you. You right. You just learn how to cope with it, and learning how to cope with it isn't always a good thing either because um that's where you learn how to turn your feelings off. And when you learn how to turn your feelings off, you can turn your feelings off to a lot of things. And just like I was talking in my support group one day, I was like, to me now, like sometimes my kids will even tell me like, "Ma, you just so nonchalant," or "Ma, you just don't care." I ain't gonna, they be want to talk to me about stuff, and I may give off the impression like I don't care, but I do. But I have just mastered the ability to cut off emotions from things that I do it now and I don't even mean to. And that's not fair to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, I don't have any children, but if I did have children, I think it would be difficult for me to kind of share some of the things that I've been through in life. And I don't know.
Yeah. And I've just now gotten to the point where, because I do have a daughter, I want her to be able to come tell me like, if a situation make her feel uncomfortable, like you don't, ain't nobody got no business touch you, right? Especially not at this age, whether you think you want them to or not, ain't nobody got no business touching you. You get what I'm saying? And I be trying to teach her like a lot of times, yeah, sexual abuse do come from outside, but or better, really comes from like siblings, family, um, or close family friends and stuff like that. So I be trying to teach her, like, even with my boys. Well, I ain't worried about my oldest because that boy, I don't know. We gonna pray for him. But even with my boys, though, I try to let
Don't
them
do
know,
him.
like,
Don't do him.
Justin, you know that boy. That boy is crazy. But
Baby, he got a lot of his mama in him.
Definitely has a lot of the mama. Definitely, yes, he like my kids are very much like me. I have different sides. My oldest, he don't play all day long. My middle baby, he's so goofy and aggravating, and that's me. My goofy side when I'm ready to play, that's my side. And then my daughter, hold on, cause it's a what?
My dad,
Bye. I don't.
he touched my shoulder and he had two the frost got my face.
Anyway, Lord have mercy, they always going through something. My bad, y'all. And then my daughter is the laid back chill, like honey, when she get out of school, that girl go up to her room, she come out her clothes and lay in the bed like an old little woman. So yeah, my kids are uh different sides of me. But anyways, that's what I was saying though. I have gotten to the point where I, have started talking to my kids and starting to, want them to realize and understand, because a lot of parents do not talk to their kids about stuff like that. And so that's why a lot of stuff goes undetected. A lot of stuff gets swept up on the rug because that is it's still a big taboo conversation in the household. Um these days, especially African American households, like it's so hush hush, and you might got an uncle that might do this to you, or a auntie that might do this to you, or however it may go, and then everybody just supposed to hold on, let me get these. Oh, never mind, they gone. But and everybody just wants you to be quiet about it, or if you say something, you get shunned upon, or the family want to exile you, like even.
Or you shouldn't be telling family business.
Oh yeah, you should. That should, because let me tell you, after I did that live, a couple of weeks later, I had my sister, came back and was like, my mama came to her and asked her, did she see the live or whatever, and so she was saying that she didn't believe me. So my sister said she turned around, and told her, looked her dead in her face, and told her, my sister ain't lying because she did it to me too. And for years, I've had to deal with me, like I'm trying to tell my mom, trying to talk to my mama, but my mama always trying to tell me I'm lying. And I'm glad that my sister was there to throw it back in her face, because it wasn't just me. Now what do you got to say? Now you got to live with it, because now you know I'm not lying.
Correct.
And it's just crazy, but we got to open up these doors. We got to stop sweeping stuff up on the road, because I like that stuff fucked people up so bad, and have people just messed up in their lives and stuff like that, because they don't have no protection or have no voice inside their home. And that's just at the end of the day what I'm hoping to accomplish with me opening my mouth and saying something, and what I'm saying, breaking the ice or whatever you want to call, shaking the table or whatever you want to call it, because I have some things for myself in store. Like a lot of people always have been telling me, like even when I went through my addiction support group and stuff like that, people always tell me like I need to do motivation speaking, and or I might need to write, what I'm saying, a little book or something like that. But I be trying to tell them like, baby, I cuss a lot. I can't speak to nobody. And then as far as talking about writing a book, baby, I don't know the first place to start, but I know I got a voice and I got a loud one and I can use it.
And sometimes that's all it takes. And Facebook wants to, I guess censor, a lot of the bad words and stuff. And I get that, and I totally understand. But I mean, you can always do a platform like mine, through StreamYard, and you can pre-record your messages, and then you can run it through AI, and it'll bleep out your cuss words. So that's a thought.
It very, I was gonna call you one day when I got a little extra time, but it's just some things that I want to, like I want to start doing and stuff like that, because I be sitting in the house contemplating so much, like I just feel like I'm not living up to my full ability. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I can come up with so many things in my mind that I know is a money maker, or it's not even just about the money. It's just that is a good thing too. But I know I possess so many qualities in my mind, but it's just the fact that I don't know how to execute it.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally understand. And I guess that's where I was at with a lot of it, because a lot of people was telling me, Dustin, why are you not trying to make money off Facebook? Why are you not trying to make money off your content? Why are you not making YouTubes? Why you don't have a YouTube channel? Why you don't do TikToks? Why you don't do this? So, I'm just like, okay, I might as well, if people saying that I need to do it, I might as well do it, because
Right.
you only got one life to live, number one. And number two, if it's gonna make you, it don't matter if it's an extra $20 a month from social media. That's $20 you didn't have.
Exactly. And then too, like if people constantly telling you something, you need to start taking heed to that and stuff like. And that's why I just feel like too many people. And then like I might not be the ideal person because people know me for being mean or spazzing out or going off and stuff like that. But at the end of the doggone day, when it's time to sit down and act like I got some sense, I definitely know how to do so.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, I mean, because I can cut up with I can cut up with the best of them. Look, I'm gonna post this because Nicole, she's on it, because she said content creators are getting rich on these platforms. Listen, I'm not even boasting or bragging when I tell y'all, and I don't even be trying. My Facebook check, the least I have ever seen from Facebook since I became monetized over a year ago, no lie, has been like $400 or $500 a month. That's the least I have seen. I have seen, and I've seen $10,000 one month. I mean, the thing about it is, like, content creation is making money, and COVID really opened the space for it, because historically the only people that were making money was news networks and people that were managed by big management companies, stuff like that. Now any Joe Blow that's got a GoPro or a webcam or an iPhone or an Android, anything with a camera and a microphone, you can make some money off these platforms if you work at it. And you really don't have to work at it. To be honest, like I said, there has been months when I have not even tried to make any money off of any of my platforms and still ended up with a $400 direct deposit from Facebook. So yeah, it's insane the amount of money that can be made. And when I pop my shit and start spilling some tea, baby, that's when them views go up and that's when them checks come in.
Well, child, teach me how to be a content creator. Stop.
Baby, it's all about mess. I had to learn, and I tried to be positive. I went the positive route. This past year, I said, okay, I'm going to be motivational. I'm going to post motivational stuff on Facebook. I'm going to post some self-help. I'm going to give out free knowledge. I'm going to do all of these positive things. Y'all, them posts would get, I don't know, 3 or 4 reactions, maybe 100 impressions, nothing. But as soon as I say, ooh, child, y'all come on in, let me tell y'all what such and such done told me. Let me tell y'all what such and such man been over to my house. Baby, y'all be coming to my lives in droves. I could make a post right now and say, ooh, child, let me tell y'all who baby daddy was at my house last night. I'm going to have 1,000 people on that live. And that's pitiful. But that's what makes the money, so shit. I'm gonna make it.
Child, you know what get folk crunk? I ain't gonna make no money then because I don't be having no shit to tell you. I'm so boring. I be in the house. You know I'm lame.
Y'all listen. When I tell y'all, when I announce this podcast, when I first announced this podcast, this is no lie. And I'm gonna, when we get closer to start being messy, I'm gonna post my inbox, but I'm gonna, of course, redact the names and scratch the names out. But this is no tea, no shade, no bullshit. When I first announced that I was going to do a messy podcast, y'all, I had so many of my little sneaky links from the past and present get in my inbox, bro. Please don't. I got a family. I got a baby mama. I got a wife. I got a family. I got this going on. Like, please leave me out of it. Don't say nothing about me. I've had people tell me, oh, baby, before you say anything about me on social media, please have a conversation with me. Baby, fuck all that. I'm finna get some money up off of you. Then we can have a conversation. If you've ever wronged me, you can get ready. On my mama. If you have ever done me wrong, spoke negatively on me, or done some flaw-ass shit to me, you coming on Tea Time Opalaka, baby, and your name is being spoke. Trust and believe.
I'm hollering.
I'm not lying. On my mama. Baby, you can get ready. So all that I want to make up now. I'm sorry. I apologize. Have that same energy you had.
What you said, friend? They had enough time to apologize.
They been had enough time to apologize.
That's the same thing I told my folks. But baby, y'all had enough time to apologize and enough time to let me talk about it. I don't want to talk about it with y'all no more. I'm gonna talk about it to the top folks on my doggone social media.
Because they love to listen. These folk be sitting at home. Some of these folk be sitting at home or be sitting at these boring ass jobs with nothing to do and be clicking on these lives. Love a little bit of mess. Love a little bit of tea.
I'm guilty because I show you in a minute. Let me watch this right quick. I don't give a damn if it's an old live, baby. I'm gonna watch it.
Woo, child, because I sure got in one of my messy friends' inbox on Monday. And I'm not going to speak now. I'm not going to give no airtime to no, especially because I'd have fell out with the boy anyway. Talked about him so bad on social media. But if y'all know about the situation that happened Monday on social media, I was flying all day Monday. So I missed all of it. So I got in one of my messy friends' inbox, and I'm like, girl, what done happened? What did I miss, girl? Because social media was going crazy on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
But yeah, I was just saying when I sure was one. I was like, when I'm gonna get my camera time.
It's coming, but we just I just had like before you got on the live, I was just telling the people I just had a meeting with my attorney this morning actually, because I've got to LLC the podcast. I got to make sure that the podcast is a legal entity of its own and don't have anything to do with me personally liability on the liability side or any of my other businesses on the liability side. So I've got to get all my I's and T's, my I's dotted and my T's crossed. So I had that meeting today. I got to get some insurance in place. And as soon as all that stuff is in place, we're going to be good to go. Because we've already got the sponsorship. We got the editor. Everything's ready to go. I just got to make sure all the back end stuff is together.
Right.
Because, I want to make sure that, the folks can't come for my coins, baby, when I start making them. Because the shit that I'm going to say and have to say, there's going to be people that's going to get a lawyer. I know it. I already know I'm going to get sued. I know that, baby, my life may be in danger.
Lord have mercy. Be careful, child.
Baby, you only got one life to live. And I'm going to live mine.
I reckon. But I ain't gonna hold up your stuff too much longer. I just want to get on because I ain't gonna tell no lie. I had a bit more at work, child. I just didn't want to get but I said I can't do my friend like that. Let me get on him.
You could, because you're the only one that joined tonight. But I did only give people about an hour and a half notice, so.
Sure did. I was like, I ain't had time to prepare. I said, well, fuck. I said, well, let me not cuss. I said, forget it. Let me get on here.
I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna start timing these a little bit better, because all of these lives are being recorded, and they're eventually these little clips are going to be added to podcasts in the future. So, you know, I'm going to have to start planning and executing these better, because this live was supposed to be dedicated to talking about our Girls on the Scene trip in New York, and then my Alaska trip, but the other ladies was not available tonight, so I'm going to get with them and try to get it scheduled for the next couple of days so we can all get on here and talk, and let's clock some tea.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
thanks for
all right,
coming
babe. I'm
on,
gonna go back to
Benita.
watching as you talk. Y'all have a good.
All right. Well, thank you for joining, Benita. All right. So, yeah, that's really all that I really had tonight. Well, I mean, that's not all that I had. I had planned to talk about, and this is like the third time already. But I'm going to get with my girls tonight and or tomorrow and try to figure out a time, because all of my girls that are associated with me, and they be having their own businesses and careers and families, and you know, they ain't like me. Like, all I got is this right here to deal with, and this right here is a light. You ain't gonna look. Say hello to the people. Say hello. That's the only child I had to deal with, even though she's a brat. And I have a good babysitter when it comes to her, when she needs babysitted. I got to understand that my other girls that play a part in some of my events and things I have going on don't have the luxuries that I have of, you know, whatever. So, that's all I had for you all tonight. Be on the lookout. I'm going to get with my girls tonight and see when everybody, because I don't want to do another live. Well, I may do another live by myself before then. I'm not going to tell that lie. But I definitely want to get all of my girls together, and girls as in Viana, Joanna, Kiana, Raya. I want all of you guys to be present. And not in the comments. I want y'all to be on the platform. So stop scratching. So we can talk about New York and you know, chop it up. All right. So you know, at the end of every live I do, and we've been live for an hour and 10 minutes. At the end of every live that I do, I always like to open it up to questions. So does anyone have any questions? And if anybody wants to join this live before I close it out, if you had anything you'd like to contribute, let me see if it'll let me. Let me see if it's going to post this. If anybody would like to contribute anything, you can click on this link that I just posted. Okay, it only did it on Tea Time Opalaka. Hold on one second. Give me one moment. If anybody would like to join this live, you are more than welcome, loves. Let me do it from here. Before we end the live streaming. Comment. All right, I am about to end the live. If I don't have any commentators that would like to join or any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and close it on out, baby dolls. Baby dolls. I know that's my favorite word, baby dolls. Thank you, baby. I'm trying. I really am trying. Not so much to do big things. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't want to do big things. If that makes sense. I wanna, I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. I don't know what you would say that I want to do. I want to bring awareness. Like I said before, I want to bring awareness. I want to allow, or I want to give people a platform that they can speak their mind, that they can get things out. And some people are not able to do it like I was able to do. I was able to just come on here and look at this camera and cry and pour my guts out and tell my life story and move on. Some people can't do that. Some people need someone to coach them. That's what this side of the couch is for right here. So I really do have big things in store, but not for me. And let me be clear, like the money that I make, or that we're gonna make, because this is going to be a business. The money that Tea Time Opelika makes, and this is my commitment to you guys, 100% of the proceeds that Tea Time Opelika makes is gonna go back in to the content, meaning paying people for their story, coming on our platform, telling their story, bringing celebrities or TikTok creators or people that are big in the industry, whatever, bringing them on. That's what my money is going to be used for. So that's my commitment to you guys. So supporting Tea Time Opelika is not putting money in my pocket for me to go to the casino or take a trip or whatever. Because trust and believe, I have my own money that I can do all that with. Tea Time Opelika money is going to really honestly be put back into the making of the show, the making of the podcast, the making of the talent, bringing the talent in, bringing the content creators in. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. But yeah. So I guess we don't have anybody that wants to join the live. You can definitely hold me to it, Benita, because that's what we're going to be doing. Let me see. And like she said, she going to hold me to it. I got you, baby. And then, like, definitely doing big things. All right, and before we end the live stream, I'm gonna give it a minute. We're at 1 hour 16 minutes 40 seconds. So at 1 hour 17:40, I'm going to end the live if I don't have anybody that wants to come on and talk and say anything. You can click on that link. You can join it completely anonymous. It does not track your IP address. You can put Joe Blow as the name of the person on the show, or the person. Let me move this plant because baby, it is all in my face. Y'all gonna be able to see my computer screen, but because that is all in my face, I feel like now I feel liberated. I was trying to figure it out because baby, it was just too much going. That plant is just too big. All right, 10 seconds. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank y'all. I really appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the hate. I appreciate it all wholeheartedly. I really look forward to making this thing big. I look forward to providing a safe place for people to tell their stories, to be messy. Yeah, y'all, Kiana said, I ain't even gonna hold you. I couldn't make it. I'm just leaving DG now. That's fine, boo. Listen, I'm not mad at any of y'all that could not make it tonight on the live in the group. Hey, Joe, baby, Joe just popped on. I'm not mad at any of because baby, I'm so last minute on stuff. I be thinking about it. Like throughout the day, but then I be forgetting about it. I'm so scattered. I definitely unmedicated ADHD. Definitely. My mind be everywhere. I'm just getting really back from my trip. I flew all day Monday. I was in Double Springs yesterday all day. So I'm really just getting back into Opelika today. Well, I got back late last night. So, of course, I had banking I had to handle. I had office stuff. I had some people's tax checks here in the office that had to be printed and distributed. Phone calls to return, emails to return. It's been a busy day. And I said, well, let me go live. And see if my girls want to join. And that's my bad, y'all. I be forgetting. Y'all be having whole families. Y'all be having a lot going on. You are good, Joe. I promise you, because it was me. I should have texted y'all earlier today, but in the group, if you don't mind, text me in the group and let me know when you're available. Put your availability in the group so everybody can see. Do it on the Facebook group, not on our iMessage group, because everybody's on the Facebook group, if you don't mind. And any of y'all other ladies that are watching that are in our little group, let me know your availability of when you can go live, because I know the people are wanting to hear from us. Excuse me. But that's it, y'all. We've been live for 1 hour and 20 minutes. If you have not, let me see if it'll let me do it. Go to our YouTube channel. Let me pin it real quick before I end the live. Because we need our YouTube subscribers. And I still got to give away my gift, y'all. And don't do me bad. I still got to give away the gift to the first 100 subscribers. And I'm going to. I promise y'all I am. Don't do me bad. But I'm also going to do another giveaway to all of the subscribers. If you subscribe before our first episode goes live, and I will be posting on Facebook within the next week or so, letting you guys know when our very first episode of mental health is going to go live. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel before our very first episode hits, I am going to give away $100. I'm going to give $100 away. Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. I have everything but Chime. I have every payment platform but Chime. So subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500. I need 500 subscribers, and I need I can't remember how many watch hours before YouTube's going to start paying us. But definitely subscribe if you have not already. I am going to give $100 away too, but if you subscribe beforehand, before our first episode goes live on mental health. But all right, y'all, that's all I have for y'all, and I really appreciate the support again. I cannot express that enough, how much I really appreciate you guys supporting me, growing with me. Some of my day ones that's been with me since I was doing taxes remote, or even the ones that was when I was doing taxes at H&R Block, and then when I did remote, and then when I moved into the little bitty office in Double Springs, and then the big building in Double Springs, and then when I was doing taxes in the event center at Holiday Inn on South College Street, to now I'm in Opelika. Like, I really appreciate y'all, especially y'all day ones. Y'all day ones, I love y'all. And the ones that's not wavered and not changed course since day one, I appreciate y'all. But that's all I have for you guys tonight. Y'all have a good, today is Wednesday. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's Wednesday. I'm going to try to get the girls together for maybe the weekend, and maybe we can do a live before the weekend is over with and have everybody present. But in whatever you guys are doing for the rest of your week, stay safe. And always remember, be nice to someone. It don't take zero. It takes 0.00 to be nice to someone. It also takes $0.00 to like and subscribe to any of my channels or Facebooks or social medias. So I guess that's all I had for you guys tonight. Again, thanks for the support, and I will see you all very soon.